Planetary Princes. Whoa. Planetary Princes. The title just screams, I don't know, majesty and mystery, don't you think?
It does, yeah.
You gave us selections from the Urantia book, specifically paper 50,
Right.
to unpack, and honestly, I am itching to dive into this whole concept. So we're told these beings are entrusted with guiding developing worlds, but what does that actually look like on a day-to-day basis? Or should I say a millennium-to-millennium basis?
Well, I think that's where a deep dive like this gets really interesting because it's easy to get swept away by the grandeur, right?
Oh, yeah.
But we're going beyond the titles, and we're going to uncover what I think is a profoundly personal role that these beings play in shaping a planet's destiny.
I'm all for personal touches, especially when we're talking on a cosmic scale. The Urantia book describes planetary princes as the nearest personalized approach to divinity for evolving worlds.
That's right.
So it's not just about, like, decrees from on high. It's an actual connection.
Yes. And that's an important distinction to make because we're told about the spirit, we're told about the Father, we're told about angels, all interacting with us mortals down here. But the planetary prince is unique in that they are a direct emanation of the sun.
Okay.
Bridging that immense gulf between the divine and the evolving worlds.
Yeah.
And so, imagine being the embodiment of that connection.
Oh, wow.
For an entire planet.
Talk about pressure.
Yeah.
To be that singular representative, a divine ambassador on a brand new world.
Right.
Exhilarating, terrifying, isolating. Like, I'm getting all the vibes just trying to put myself in their shoes.
Absolutely. And the text doesn't shy away from the weight of that responsibility.
Yeah.
The potential for loneliness is definitely there. And then for the inhabitants of the planet, think about that. This being arrives claiming divine authority.
Right.
It's the ultimate test of faith long before organized religion. Any of that even enters the picture.
It makes you wonder, did any planets just instantly accept their prince?
Yeah.
No questions asked?
Yeah.
Or was there always that initial period of, okay, prove it, show us you're the real deal?
Right.
And speaking of real deals, guiding a planet isn't a solo mission, right?
No.
We learn about these fascinating councils, assistants brought in from other realms, even these conciliators.
Right.
What exactly are they conciliating?
Well, I think it speaks to this idea of having the best team for the job. And in this case, the job description is guide a civilization. And you have to remember that each planet is unique.
Okay.
Its people are facing their own specific set of challenges.
Right.
The planetary prince, while incredibly wise and powerful, benefits from a diversity of perspectives.
So it's like a cosmic brain trust coming together.
Yeah.
Each member bringing their A game from all these different star systems.
I love that. That's a great way to put it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the text hints that this system is adaptable, so what works on one planet might not fly on another. Can you imagine the different approaches, the cultural exchanges?
Oh, wow.
Maybe even, dare I say, some friendly competition as these teams strive to help their assigned civilizations thrive.
Now that's a reality show I would watch.
I know, right?
But there is one group mentioned that has my curiosity piqued.
Okay.
The corporeal staff.
Yes.
They're described as semi-material beings,
Right.
able to interact directly with evolving races, even potentially intermingling. Now, if that's not a test of faith for early humans, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
They almost sound mythical.
Yeah.
What's the story there?
Well, their origins are actually quite fascinating. These beings are volunteers, citizens of a system capital who dedicate themselves to this unique service. And they take on temporary physical forms specifically designed, by the way, by the life carriers.
Okay.
We'll get into them in a bit. But designed for that planet they're assigned to.
Okay, so we've got volunteers from a cosmic capital city taking on these temporary bodies to walk among us.
It's wild, isn't it?
No wonder they're shrouded in mystery. It's like something out of science fiction, except it's supposedly our history.
Yeah.
The Urantia book even mentions sensitivity around their offspring.
It does.
That's a whole other level of complexity.
It is. We're left to ponder, the implications of these temporary forms, what happens to them afterwards, and did their genetic material in any way influence the development of life on those planets? Because it seems like their presence leaves an indelible mark, even after their physical forms are gone.
Makes you wonder if there are any subtle echoes of their presence still lingering here on Earth, doesn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
we've got these enigmatic corporeal staff, but their mission, like so much else regarding planetary princes, seems geared towards education. We learn about these planetary schools established by the prince's administration centers of learning that sound, I don't know, light years ahead of anything in our history books.
Yeah.
I'm picturing, I don't know, students gathered around a holographic globe learning about, like, interstellar trade routes, not just basic algebra. What made these schools so special?
Well, it's more than just the curriculum.
Right.
Although the Urantia book does emphasize this really unique blend of knowledge that was taught there. So imagine, instead of just learning practical skills or cultural norms, you're also being introduced to these spiritual concepts, cosmic truths, from beings who have witnessed these things firsthand.
That's what I'm talking about. Firsthand cosmic knowledge.
Yeah.
No wonder the Urantia book mentions, like, fierce competition to get into these schools. They were clearly seen as gateways to a higher level of understanding. Were they designed for everyone, or more like elite academies for, the best and brightest?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's one worth, I think, exploring further, because it really speaks to this broader goal of the Planetary Prince's mission, which is to elevate an entire civilization, to help them, reach their full potential.
Right.
But like any carefully constructed plan, things don't always go smoothly, right?
That seems to be a recurring theme, at least in our planet's story, because we learn about these 7 epochs of growth.
Right.
It's like a roadmap for civilization.
Yeah.
Yet, the Urantia book seems to hint that Urantia, well, we're a little behind schedule, to put it mildly.
Yeah. Let's just say our planet has taken a more circuitous route.
Okay.
Remember those stages we touched on, the material comfort era, where societies become so preoccupied with pleasure, with luxury. The Urantia book doesn't exactly sugarcoat the potential pitfalls of that stage.
Yeah.
And frankly, it sounds a little too familiar.
It definitely hits close to home. Are you suggesting that some of our current global issues stem from this, like, cosmic misdirection?
Yeah.
This veering off the intended path?
It's certainly a question worth considering.
Oh, yeah.
Because the text explicitly states that Urantia, compared to other worlds, is most confused and greatly retarded in its intellectual and spiritual development. So that's not exactly a glowing review, is it?
That stings a little bit. But hey, we are where we are, right? And maybe, just maybe, there's a silver lining to this whole cosmic detour. The Urantia book does mention the rewards of isolation, which, sounds promising.
Yeah. This is where things get, I think, very interesting. Because you see, being cut off from that direct cosmic guidance, for all of its downsides, it forces us to develop a different kind of strength.
Okay.
We can't rely on tangible proof. We don't get to see those miracles firsthand. We have to really dig deep and cultivate faith in the unseen, trust in that cosmic reliability.
Correct.
Even when we can't see the gears turning, so to speak.
So less cosmic hand-holding and more bootstrapping our way to enlightenment.
Precisely. And in fact, the text introduces a term for those who have walked this path: agandonters.
Agandonters.
Those who can believe without seeing, who can persevere when isolated, who find that strength within even when surrounded by doubt.
Agandonters. I love that. It's like a badge of honor, a testament to the resilience that humanity has had to develop. So instead of dwelling on, our cosmic setbacks, we can choose to see ourselves as this unique breed of cosmic pioneers, shaped by these challenges that would make other planets tremble.
It's a powerful reframe, isn't it? And it's not just about looking back, it's also about recognizing the potential that's embedded in this really unique journey. Because the text suggests that Agandonters, those who walk through fire, so to speak, are entrusted with special assignments. Now, those aren't explicitly defined, but it hints at a hidden purpose. Maybe even a capacity for greatness that might not have been realized on a more conventional path.
Okay, now my mind is racing. Spatial assignments. That's a pretty tantalizing tease. What kind of cosmic task requires this unique, this Agandonter spirit? What could we possibly offer that other more advanced civilizations can't?
Right. That's the million-star question, isn't it? But the text does give us, I think, a fascinating clue. It mentions this being Tabamantia. Okay. Now, Tabamantia is a being of immense cosmic stature, someone far, far beyond even the level of planetary princes. And guess what? Tabamantia is also an Agandonter.
No way.
Yeah.
So even on a cosmic scale, those who've overcome this isolation and doubt, they stand out.
They do.
What does that tell us?
Well, I think it implies that those experiences, those trials by fire, they leave an indelible mark. They shape you in ways that more conventional paths, however successful, they just can't replicate.
Okay, I'm getting chills.
Yeah.
Are you saying our cosmic detour, so to speak, might actually be the key to something greater? That we as Agandanters have a role to play that nobody else can?
It's a possibility, and a thrilling one at that. Think
Yeah.
about it. If even beings like Tavamantia, who've witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations, carry that Agandanter designation, it speaks to the profound impact of those experiences. It's like this cosmic seal of resilience,
Mm.
of unwavering faith, forged in the crucible of uncertainty.
So we're not just playing catch-up. We're walking a different path altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, just maybe, it leads to a destination that, I don't know, nobody else even knows about yet.
That's the beauty of a deep dive like this, isn't it? We start with what seems like a pretty straightforward concept, planetary princes, but we end up questioning everything we thought we knew about civilization, about faith, about our place in the cosmos.
It's definitely been a journey.
It has.
We've gone from the intricate workings of, planetary administration to this awe-inspiring potential of these Agandanters.
Yeah.
I got to admit, when I first cracked open this section of the Urantia book, I was expecting something a little more, regal.
Yeah.
Something about, thrones and decrees.
Right. But, the grandeur is certainly there, but as we've discovered, it's those personal touches that truly matter.
Yeah.
The challenges, the isolation, that unwavering faith in the unseen. Those are the forces that shape not just planets, but individuals,
Right.
even on a cosmic scale.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, what seemingly insignificant choices are we making here and now that might have ripple effects far beyond our understanding? What kind of Agandanter legacy are we building with each step we take? It's both humbling and incredibly inspiring.
It is. And as we continue our own journeys, right, individually and as a planet, it's worth remembering this cosmic perspective. We may not have all the answers,
Yeah.
but we have the strength. We have that resilience, and we have the unwavering faith to face whatever challenges come our way.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe we'll surprise the universe with what we as Agandanters are capable of achieving.
Beautifully put. And I think you've given all of us a lot to think about today. To all our listeners out there, keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, never underestimate the power of your own unique journey. Until next time, keep diving deep.